Namaste, Jai Kali, Jai Mahadev, Jai Bharat. I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. Remember, if you're fit and fine, you can take better care of your loved ones. So, today I'm going to talk about people pleasers and what are the signs of a people pleaser. So people pleaser are those kind of people who have a lot of, deep set inferiority complex amongst themselves. And also they have got low self-esteem issues. Now there could be a variety of reasons behind a person being a people pleaser. Sometimes it is the social conditioning. Sometimes it could also be the result of the chemical balance in the brain and also some previous emotional trauma. So there are quite a lot of factors, but first let's get into understanding what are the signs that you are not just a nice person. Instead, you are a people pleaser. So, I mean, like with these signs and points, we will be able to differentiate between a nice person and a people pleaser easily. So, the first sign of a people pleaser is that you over apologize. No matter whether you are right or wrong, you tend to over apologize because you don't want to be judged. You don't want to face the feeling of abandonment. You don't want to face the feeling of being ignored in a lot of ways. So you always come up with a solution, that is to overly apologize. I mean, see, over apologizing is bad in a way, in a lot of ways rather. I would say that apologizing is good if you're genuinely something, you're on the wrong side, you have done something. There is no shame in apologizing. Apologizing means that you care for the relationship. But over apologizing, acting apologetic, it simply means that you are just having a lot of things inside of you, inside of your heart, inside of your mind, something to do with low confidence, self esteem, and you're loathing about a lot of things. So, in order to escape all of that, you come up with a solution, and that is to over apologize. So, over apologizing is the first sign of a people pleaser. The second sign is that people pleasers, I mean, you tend to struggle to say no. So people pleasers actually don't want, people to react in a funny way or in a bad way. So they always prefer saying yes rather than saying no, even if it is at cost of their life or, their money, their interest, whatever it is. A people pleaser would always say yes and would find it difficult to say no. I think, as per our capability and limitations, we should decide when to say yes and when we should say no. And I think we should have our autonomy. I mean, like we can't go on pleasing people even at the cost of losing our hard-earned money or losing our effort, emotion, and all of the things that make us who we are. So saying no, I think it's good, but those people who find it very difficult and challenging, I think they could be in the category of people pleaser. So this was the second point of people pleaser. I mean, one of the signs that you can look out for. The third sign is you agree with everyone. So people pleasers are also these kind of people. First of all, they have identity crisis. Some deep set trauma could be one of the reasons. Chemical disbalance in their head could be the other reason. These people actually agree with everyone. If someone says that the cat is flying, they would, in order to please them and be happy with them and to take their approval and validation, these people pleasers would say yes, the dog can fly. So people pleasers are not a very substantial person. I mean, like they don't have anything that they hold on to. I mean, like if you say an innate personality or character, I mean, they keep morphing and they keep changing as per time, situation, and the person they come across. So, they keep agreeing to everything. And I mean, that is how they are. I mean, there are quite majority of people who are suffering from these things, and I think one of the most important reasons behind this is identity crisis, not they knowing their worth, low self-esteem, and all of these work towards making a person become a people pleaser. Now the fourth point is that people pleasers can change for others. They are ready to change for others. If I come across a people pleaser, if I say that why don't you wear a dog's costume, that person would say yes, I'll wear it. And that person wouldn't think or hesitate or question why I should wear. That person would say, okay, I'll do it. So there are quite a lot of situations. I don't want you all to generalize things, but in love, in a compatible relationship, there is a lot of things that we do. But when it comes, the outside circle, or when it comes to strangers or any random people that we come across and we get into that kind of a behavior with them, I don't think that is feasible. With family, with loved ones, it's fine, but there should be a way with limits and boundaries to deal with people apart from family, friends and lovers. So you can't keep on changing yourself. You need to hold on to your own individuality. As if you are grown up, having your autonomy over yourself, I don't think that it would be difficult for you to really upholding it and being yourself. You just can't keep on changing. Today for this person, tomorrow for that person, third day for some other person. No, that means you really don't believe in yourself, and you just want to please the others. You just want to match the other standards. So you're just morphing, and it's not from inside, and it doesn't take you a long way. You need to respect your individuality. You need to live your individuality. You need to cherish your individuality, and you should take pride in being who you are. You shouldn't keep on changing. That's how I see it. Some people might think otherwise, but that is what a psychological standpoint is. If people prefer getting into all of these things and changing themselves for others, so definitely they are people pleasers. Yeah. And now the other point is that you are uncomfortable with conflicts. These people pleasers are actually very uncomfortable with conflicts. They always want to avoid conflicts. They just don't want to get into a conflicting situation where things are happening, and they have to face that. They're very conflict averse, if you say. They don't like conflicts at all, and they don't want to be a part of it. They want everything to be those stupid picture perfect good kinds. So that is one of the points of people pleaser, that they are very conflict, that they are very uncomfortable with conflict. The other point is that these people pleasers, they take responsibility for others' feelings. So people pleasers are such kind of people that they take responsibility of others' feeling. They think that they have got the responsibility to make everyone feel good. Instead, it's the other way around. It's, or rather you can say it's vice versa. It's not just one person's responsibility to make someone feel good or make someone feel bad. It's a person's individual choice and action that they put in to make themselves feel either good or bad. So no one else is responsible, and no one else can make you feel in any other way. So these people pleasers take responsibility that they have to make everyone feel good and happy, and they go to any extent. So again, you can connect the dots: identity crisis, validation issues, low self-esteem, past emotional trauma, or chemical disbalance in the brain. Now, the other point is that, these people pleasers constantly seek validation. These people pleasers, have got this very weird thing of seeking validation from everyone. No matter if they know the person or if they don't know the person, whether they are quite close to that person or they are just acquaintance, they want validation from everyone. Sorry to say, I really don't want to hurt people, but people pleasers can go to such an extent that they can even ask a dog for validation, or a leaf for a validation, or maybe a crow sitting on the wall for a validation. So, they constantly want to validate the way how they are feeling, the way how they are thinking. They want a validation from anyone, be it anyone. Any random person can come and validate. And trust me, the other's opinion and validation really influences and affects these people pleaser kind of people. So they don't have individuality, as I have already said in the past. They don't have individuality. They don't respect who they are. They don't take pride in being who they are. And as a result of which, I mean, mostly the low self-esteem thing is that they constantly get into the business of seeking validation. Now, validation also comes with a price. Let me tell you this, in this world, I mean, like hardly anything is free. So validation also comes with a price. And this seeking validation thing further gets these people pleasers into, situations where they're exploited, either emotionally exploited, physically exploited, financially exploited, or in a lot of ways they're exploited. So that is one of the signs of a people pleaser, that they are all constantly hungry and begging for validation. And the last point is about these people pleasers are that no matter how they feel, they don't prefer talking about it. They prefer being silent about it. They think that it's normal. They think it's all right to beg for validation, to avoid saying no, and constantly being apologetic. So the last point basically sums it up, that whatever accumulation of feelings and emotions that they have inside, these people pleasers, they don't even prefer talking about it. Or if someone approaches them to talk about it and to discuss these things, they feel very uncomfortable. As in one of the points I already mentioned, they are very uncomfortable with conflict. So they are just how, I mean, in simple ways, if I'm supposed to sum it up, these people pleasers are just like slaves. You just have to instruct them and they'll keep on doing it. So I mean, I don't mean anything bad about these people, but these people pleasers suffer a lot. They don't live their life fully and they suffer a lot. And also they actually set up a wrong example in society, so that people also get into believing and understanding and accepting that, okay, this is the right way of constantly apologizing, being apologetic, constantly agreeing with everyone, constantly seeking validation, and begging for people's attention. So I mean, like, it definitely sets up a wrong example for the people in and around that person. So yes, I mean, like, if you know such a person, please do share this video with the person. And if you are one of them, so there are other videos also that I have made as to how you can overcome these things. And if you want to discuss things further, you can connect me on my email ID, that is sarakhankalidasi@gmail.com. I would be happy to help you all, though these days I'm keeping a little busy. But yes, I'll try and help you guys out and revert on the mail. And yes, please stop pleasing others. Please yourself. That is the biggest duty. First please yourself, only then you can please others. And please avoid being people pleaser. Being people pleaser simply means that you're spineless. You don't have what it takes to be an individual, unique being. So avoid that and start your new life. Be confident and you're worth it. Till then, please like, share, subscribe the channel, and have a great day ahead. Bye.